Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks. The only reason is I've just had a few family issues going on. That's why I've not uploaded a video, so quite a bit to talk about in this video. I'm going to do one mainly on this main tank, and then what I might do is further on, later on during the week I might even do one specifically on my nano tank. But yeah, everything is going really good with this tank so far. There's no issues, no problems. I've just had issues with the underneath the sump, but as opposed to the escape and the corals, everything seems to be doing really well. So yeah, where do we start? As you can see, we'll have a look at the corals. All the corals are all colouring up really nicely. The torch garden is growing really mad now. This Indo torch has got about 4 heads on it now. Just waiting for them to extend a little bit, and then maybe I might frag them. The clownfish have laid their eggs over in the corner, just over there. The others have only just hatched, literally, what, maybe 3 days ago. This Montipora now is beginning to completely spread all along that wall, which is what I want it to do, to be truthful guys, is I want it to be, basically I just want it to be covering all of that, which I think it'll look really nice. The Stylopora and the Ceratopia here are just growing into huge colonies now. Huge colonies. If you look back on my other video, you'll see the difference. The Duncans, more and more heads growing on them. The Acans, really puffed up. If you remember, I thought they were actually going to be on the way out. They just didn't look good. But yeah, they come back really leaps and bounds. The Candy Canes, all growing more and more heads. And these Montiporas, as you can see, they're all beginning to spread on the rock now. So yeah, overall guys, all the corals are doing really nice. This chalice as well, and also the rainbow chalice, doing really well. So overall, SPSs, no more stripping. I'm not seeing any more stripping. As you can remember on the last video, this one here has finally stopped stripping there, so it's got definitely something to do with just coral warfare, which is a shame. But this one, which was turning colour, it started to grow, get the colour back on itself and starting to grow more. So yeah, overall really happy with the way it's growing. I'm thinking of taking this Setosa out of the tank. It's just basically growing all over there, and then it'll give these lot more of a space to grow. The Millipora, this one here, is just taking off. Look, huge growth on that. And then the one at the back just there, he started to sprout upwards now, so that's a really good sign. But overall guys, on this tank, everything seems to be doing really well. This clam has grown huge. If you can remember this purple clam, and look at the difference, it's just grown massive now. It's literally growing huge. Gonna have to move it to a better spot, because this guy Fabio will sting it to death. There's no doubt about that. So these Monties are all growing really good now on here. So overall, the old picture of this is I'm really happy with it. Going on to the KH keeper. As you all know, I've been having major problems with the KH keeper. I've spoken to the guy who's dealing with it over here, and he basically gave me a couple of options. That one was to upgrade the pH probe to a lab grade probe, which they would do it half price, which I would have to pay €50 or 50 quid to upgrade it. Or the second option would be to upgrade the actual whole KH keeper to the KH keeper plus, the newer model that's coming out. But you'd have to pay £200 So basically, that KH keeper is going to cost me overall around 800 quid. Now, obviously, I didn't want to spend that much. I didn't even want to spend the 600 quid, if I'm perfectly honest. But it made the life a little bit easier, I suppose, rather than testing it manually. I was just being lazy. And yeah, I thought to myself, you know, if I could get a machine to do it, then, you know, at the end of the day, it makes my life easier. And yeah, in case I ever forget to test it manually, then at least it's being tested every few hours. So I've had no option basically, and I've gone for the second option, where I've actually purchased it, paid the £200, and that's going to be shipped out to me within the next 5 weeks, so they say. What I have to do then is I have to bag that one up and send that back off to them. So yeah, not happy with the whole procedure, but it is what it is, I suppose. There's nothing I can do about it. At this moment in time, this one is just like basically it's just like a doorstop. It's just nothing. There's, you know, it's not doing the correct measurements. The correct measurements I've tested time and time before on the Hannah checker. I've also tested it on the Salifert test kits, and they come back near enough identical, give or take 1 or 2 DKH. Whereas the KH keeper is coming back at like 2 DKH more than what it should be. Do you know what I mean? So it's unacceptable. It's not right, and obviously there's a big issue. There's a big issue with it. So yeah, that's at least that's going to get sorted. So in the next 4 or 5 weeks, I should have the new one here set up, and I'll do a video on an unboxing video of what it looks like. It's supposed to look a lot different than what this one is. The newer one is supposed to have stepper motors and a lab grade probe, as opposed to just normal standard motors, and yeah, a cheaper probe, I suppose. So fingers crossed, everything will be all right with that, but we'll only have to see. And yeah, I'll let you know exactly how that went. Going on to the second issue we've had, and that, as you can see, is the motor on the Clarity. Now, on this Clarity, if you're unaware, the actual motor casing sits on here, yeah. So obviously mine is plumbed in directly into my overflow. The motor actually sits on there, and then the actual second part sits, the groove sits into there. So what it needs to do, it needs to be completely parallel, perfectly straight, and basically any sort of tiltness, yeah. What happens is there's a motor which is here, and what happens is, if I'll just get it, what happens is there's what's called a crucifix, I think it's called, or something like that, and it's like a white like block. What I'll do is I'll attach some photos to it, and there's a white block that fits on here, and then in turn there's a little tiny screw that fits into there, screws into it, and then it attaches the crucifix type thing onto it. Well, when and these are the little rubber wheels, like just little rubber feet that basically when it turns on the casing of the inside that it goes in. What the problem was this screw had actually sheared, it snapped, and it was actually in the actual casing, which is just over there. Obviously I didn't have a clue on how to get it. Was in contact with Tony from D&D. He has helped me a lot. He said to me that what I need to do is I need to try and get the screw out. Well, it took me for ages. What I'll do is I'll post some videos just after this, after I've just explained here, and then I'll let you see for yourself what a nightmare it was to get out. It was so tiny. It took me about an hour to get it out, get it fiddling. I had to cut the crucifixion plastic off to get to it, but there's no damage to it. It seems to have gone perfect. It's straight. So what he's doing is he's going to be sending me out a new one of them, and then basically I can attach it back into it. And this is the actual casing that it came, and the screw was just in there. It was just rattling about. So the only thing he said must have happened was I'd not, when I've been messing about in the sump, whether it's to put the cables or whether it's to clean the inside or anything like that, or when I was changing the roll phos in there because my phosphates were going up slightly, he seems to think that maybe I might just have knocked it. And even if it's just slightly out, when the actual roll is rolled around, it puts a lot more pressure on the actual motor, and then he said they're actually designed for them to shatter, for them the screw to snap, as opposed to the motor burning out, which makes complete sense, I suppose. So yeah, it might have been my mistake, but we've got there and we're going to get it sorted, which is a major thing. And yeah, fingers crossed that should come by the end of the week. And yeah, I'll get it back up and running. But just show at the end of the day, when you don't have something running, the gunk that comes in a skimmer is absolutely crazy. You know, these skimmers, they take a lot of stuff out, but also the actual clarity takes so much out as well. So I'll have to empty that in a minute. But yeah, overall guys, other than those two little issues that we've had, everything seems to be doing really well. Like I said before, I'm sorry I've not posted any videos for the last couple of weeks. Just had a few issues here, but hopefully everything's sorted now. And yeah, I'll be back to posting a video at least once a week, maybe twice a week. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and staying loyal, and yeah, thanks for joining us on our live streams. It's on this Friday, it's on I believe it's on Fish Palace's channel this week, on YouTube channel. Couldn't get my words out then. It's on Fish Palace's YouTube channel this week, so we've got a special guest as well, so definitely get over there and come and join us on Friday. I might be joining us slightly later because I am working, so I might be joining on around 9 o'clock. So if I don't see you then, I wish you all the best in this week, doing what you need to do. And yeah, hopefully you'll be able to join us on Fish Palace's YouTube channel. And I'll see you then, guys. So click the like and the subscribe. And yeah, leave any comments below. I always get in touch. I always contact you. And yeah, it'll be interesting to know what you think. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.